part of Garbia. Today, it has become known as the proud hometown of one of the world's best and most recognizable footballers of modern times. That is known as Mohamed Salah. He is more than just a footballer. He is a cultural phenomenon on and off the pitch, arguably the greatest and most important Arab athlete of all time. From billboards to magazine covers and television commercials, in pop songs and fan paintings, at red carpets and award ceremonies. The world just can't get enough of Mo.
In the summer of 2018, I was lucky enough to go on the pre-season tour with Liverpool, and he just scored the 44-goal season, and he didn't play in the first friendly, but in the second friendly, he's warming up during half-time, and he comes on in about 60 minutes, and it was like Prince or Beyonce were coming onto the pitch. The crowd is absolutely up. It's the other side of the world, it's in the United States. But by that point, there's a mural of him in Liverpool City Centre. There's a mural of him in the US. He's become this worldwide icon. He's been on the cover of Time magazine because of what he's done at Liverpool.
قبل محمد صلاح كانت ممارسة الرياضة والكرة بمعنى أصح كانت حاجة صعبة بالنسبة لأولي الأمر. بالنسبة لأولي الأمر ما تلعبش كورة، خلي بالك من المدرسة، لا اشتغل في المدرسة، ذاكر. بعد محمد صلاح الدنيا اتغيرت، بقى ولي الأمر ياخد ابنه يوديه النادي، يصرف عليه، يأكله، يشربه، عايزه يمارس كورة بأي طريقة، حتى لو ملوش في كورة، على أمل إنه يكون حاجة من محمد صلاح.
اللي يخلي الشاب من ده يسيب شعره بالشهور علشان يقلد محمد صلاح، رغم ان احنا عندنا هنا في الفلاحين هنا معلش برضه عندها العيل اللي لما يبقى شعره كبير يبقى غلط. لا يعني دلوقتي الشاب اتجه لمحمد صلاح، عايز يربي شعره بالشهور عشان يطوله قدوة بالكابتن محمد.
في ناس كتير قوي ممثلين ومغنيين وشخصيات سياسية وشخصيات في العلم. مصر طلعت يعني حاجات كتير قوي قوي قوي، وعمري في حياتي ممكن اقلل من انجاز اي حد فيهم، بس مفيش حد عمل صدى وكان ليه تأثير مباشر على العدد ده من الناس بره مصر في رأيي زي صلاح.
Salah's impact on the world is really interesting, and that it's not one that you can say is limited to a certain place or a certain city or a certain football club, but it's one that I think just transcends geographical boundaries. And when you have someone like that that's such an incredible figure who is able to have an impact literally doing his job and playing football, that's a really special thing. And for me, he kind of defines what it means to be a footballer nowadays.
بالنسبة لتأثير صلاح على المجالات التانية كالسينما أو الأغاني أو أي حاجة ملهاش دعوة بالكورة، فما أعتقدش إن في تأثير زي ده حصل في تاريخ مصر بالحجم ده.
What I didn't understand at the time is just like how broad and intense his influence and popularity is in that part of the world. Like people, I've spoken to Arab-speaking people since then, and they've like tried to explain to me. They're like, no, you don't understand, Mark. Like this guy is like Michael Jordan and Messi and Tiger Woods, like all at the same time.
كل واحد في كل رياضة أكيد نفسه هو يبقى محمد صلاح الرياضة بتاعته. يعني احنا ممكن نبقى كده، بس هي ممكن مش كل الناس بتؤمن بكده، مش كل الناس عندها الثقة في نفسها ان هي ممكن في يوم من الايام تبقى زي محمد صلاح، بس هو it's possible ان كل واحد في كل رياضة في مصر هنا لو هو عايز يبقى زيه زي محمد صلاح ممكن يبقى كده، لو هو بيلعب جودو، بيلعب كاراتيه، بيلعب اي رياضة تانية. الجيرني ممكن اقول بدأت ساعتها لما انا قررت ان انا مش هلعب في الوزن بتاعي اللي انا اصلا يعني مصنفة فيه رقم 3 على العالم، وبلعب فيه انا يعتبر من اجمد الناس في الميزان، وما كنتش بخسر من اي حد يعني غير لو يعني الاولى او الرانك نمبر 1 او رانك نمبر 2. ده كان قرار اصلا صعب قوي، فان انا هبدا من الصفر وهبدا يعني اخد رانكينج بوينتس من الصفر، ده اللي خلى الموضوع يعني خلى الجيرني كلها بالنسبه لي صعبه. بعد ما كسبت في ريو برونز ميدال لقينا محمد صلاح عامل لنا تويت على تويتر ان مبروك هدية ملاك برونز، وساره سمير برونز برضه. انا ساعتها اتخضيت ان هو ايه محمد صلاح بيعمل لي انا تويت فدي حاجه حسستنا ان احنا هو واحد زينا، هو بيشجعنا. فكانوا الناس ساعات بيقولوا لي انت عارفه انت زي محمد صلاح في الكوره فهم لما بيقولوا لي كده بنبسط قوي، لان هو برضو هو بينسباير كل الناس ان هي تحلم وان هي ممكن توصل لاعلى مستوى في العالم زي ما هو وصل، زي ما هو هيبقى ليجند يعني.
I've been a football fan for a long time. I went to the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, and I was at the 2018 World Cup in Russia. And, you know, my wife's Brazilian, so I followed the Brazilian players, the Brazilian team. I had heard of Mo Salah, but I didn't really know much about him. And I had actually just gone to the Brazil-Mexico game that day. And I came back to the hotel, and, you know, it was just one of those things, you pull out your phone, I look down, and there's like 20,000 notifications on my social media. And I was like, what the hell just happened? And so I open up Twitter and I start looking around, and it's just all of these people with Arabic names tagging me, messaging me, retweeting me, like all these things just going on and on and on. Like my whole social media was just flooded with these people. And eventually I figured out that Mo Salah had been photographed reading my book. It was kind of an unknown book in the Arab world at the time, but within like 2 days, it was sold out everywhere. I think the most incredible thing about the Mo Salah moment is like that my popularity there has continued. So like I do events in the Middle East, I go see fans, I do signings over there. My book sales are great there. I hear from Middle Eastern readers like all the time. And so it's actually lasted for about 3 years now, which is just, it's incredible.
في زمن العرب فيه بيتشافوا بمنظور مش ايجابي قوي في حتت كتير من العالم، العرب اللي عايشين في ليفربول واعرف منهم ناس كتير، نظرة الناس ليهم اختلفت 180 درجة قبل صلاح وبعد صلاح.
Definitely no secret to me the significance of painting someone like Mo Salah on the building in Times Square in New York City. A man from Egypt, Arabic-speaking man, giving all those things that for a lot of reasons people seems to have distance from in the States, and to have the context of him painted that big in front of so many people, an audience of the world it seems. So I knew the placement of this mural in terms of the dynamic between the audience, and that the audience would be on the ground for the most part.